All
Right. I think they're going to
right.
come back.
We are back. We'll wait a little bit just while they are getting ready. Okay, I know a couple people are coming on. Let's see. All right, if you guys are joining from our last live, I'm so sorry we had technical difficulties, but we are back and we are up and running. I'm so sorry about that. I'm glad you guys are all coming back in though. I'm so sorry about that. I'll wait just a few more minutes before we get into the educational session. But we are back. We're back and no more technical issues. No more, no more. All right, I see people coming back. Is Melinda, hopefully that she'll make it over to this next one as well. Okay. Hello again. Hello. Don't worry, you guys, you didn't miss anything. We didn't even start the educational session. We just had some technical difficulties, but we are back. We are back. So I just will wait a couple more minutes. We're all coming back. I'm so sorry, you guys. Yeah, that has never happened to us before. So we figured it out, and the Wi-Fi gremlins, as I say, they got us. All right. Okay, I think we've got some people in. So Zandra, did you want to go ahead and get that video up and ready?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
Right. Just one moment. You're going to hold on over here. Hi,
Yeah.
guys. You know what? It's fantastic when technology works. And I'm just quickly going to connect because I'm sitting where I've got an upstairs and a downstairs internet. I just quickly want to make sure I'm on the
Oh
downstairs one so that if I'm going to stream that video for us, Kennedy, that I know
yeah. Yeah.
it's going to. So if I go out for a second, I'll be back.
No worries. No worries. All right. So I'm so sorry. Let me just let you guys know again. We had some technical difficulties. See, I've even got my glasses off. I went into full force, figure this out mode. So we are back. I'm so sorry for that little mishap there. Zandra is just connecting to Wi-Fi, and we don't worry, you guys didn't miss anything. We just had a little issue, but we are back and up and running. I wanted to make sure you guys had sound and everything like that, so that way you can hear all the education and things like that. But don't worry, we didn't get into the education yet, so you guys are still in time. We were just getting started with Zandra's Beyond the Frame, so I can talk about that just real quick while she is getting ready. But as we were mentioning before we got cut off, Beyond the Frame is a great embroidery program for anybody who is, just beginning or maybe intermediate as well, or they're just looking for a community to get together and post and share your projects. So definitely check that out. And we've all have the links running down below. So with that, let's see if Sandra is ready. Sandra, are we ready?
Yes, we're ready, and now we're going to rock it.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for the patience. We are back, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So, if you just joined us, this is Beyond the Frame Embroidery, where you can sign up absolutely 100% free. Every month on the 1st, we will have a fun little project. We're going to teach you things about machine embroidery that you never knew, right? So today we'll be doing this beautiful little dress, and I know the creative juices are just going to go because you are going to say, oh, I'm going to do this flowers. I've seen so many of these on pillows, on wall hangings, on gift cards. Also check out the Beyond the Frame Embroidery Facebook group, and you can definitely see how many people has made the most amazing dresses. You should see it when they start using the bigger flowers, right? But without further ado, let's go and do our education part, and then I'll be back and I'll be happy to answer some questions. So let's go and do our educational session first. Let's get started making our beautiful flower 3D dress. This is a fun project. It's super easy to do. And you can put this design onto anything. Just so that you note, you will receive the dress pattern, right? You can put it onto anything, onto a card, onto a bag like I did. I did make a drawstring bag that was in the hoop project from the Hoop Fun Club, and I decided that this is a perfect bag for a lingerie bag. Think about giving this at a bridal shower. You can add your gift to a bag, or you can make your own tote bag and add this design. The great thing about this is you can also put it on clothing, like on a little t-shirt for a girl, and these little flowers will wash beautiful. So it's definitely washable. You can make it in any color you like and add it to anything. This is for the 5x7 hoop. And I just quickly want to focus on different flowers. I'll be talking a lot about flowers today, about the different ones that'll work, how you can make your own flowers if you can't find some. But you can see over here I've used flowers that are about a 1-inch size, right? So 1 inch is a perfect size, but you can go a little bit bigger. This one is 1.5 inch, right, for this specific design. So it'll depend on what flowers you've got available, right? This is a bigger one. I won't go bigger than 2 inches, right? I think 2 inches is max, and then you're going to get a fuller effect on your flowers. So these are the flowers that you buy, the artificial flowers that are made out of silk or like a fabric, and you can use these. Maybe you already have some. I'm going to show you the ones that are store-bought, and then we will go on to making the dress. So this is like a pink hydrangea, and this one is a 1 inch, which make it a perfect flower, right? And then I've got these two that are both. This one is a 2-inch one, nice and big, yet it will still work. And then this last one, this yellow one, is also a 2-inch one, and this will also work perfect. So you can decide which flowers you want to use. We also have some flowers available in small little packets. This is the one that I'm going to show today. So we've got this one specific is a 1-inch flower. What I like about it is that it's a triple layer of flowers. We sell them in these packs, and they are available. You can see the link down in the description. And I'm going to make my dress out of these 1-inch flowers. We also do have the triple layers in a 2-inch, which is perfect for making these flowers or the flower dress, right? So we are going to get started making our flower dress. The needle I'll be using is a 7511. So I'm just going to stitch out the design on a piece of muslin and a piece of cutaway stabilizer. If you are wondering, what is these orange flaps on the side of my hoop? I always like to just hoop a piece of felt on the edge. You can see it's nowhere inside of my embroidery area, but I like my hoops drum tight so that it gives me a better result within the hoop. So my felt has helped me to have a drum tight hooping over here, muslin, and a cutaway stabilizer. It will depend on what you are going to stitch out this design. If you are going to stitch this out on onto a pillow, you will definitely use a cutaway stabilizer, right? But if you're going to do it onto a card, then a tearaway stabilizer will work perfectly fine. So it depends on what you are going to add your design to, but I'll be using the cutaway stabilizer. The bobbin thread I'll be using is a 60 weight. I really like to use this finishing touch 60 weight bobbin thread. This one works absolutely wonderful, and you can decide whether you want to use polyester or rayon threads or metallic threads. You can decide. So you need to decide which colors you want to make your design. Actually, will it match with the flowers? You will decide what you want to do with it, right? So I'm going to work in pinkish colors, and I've got my flowers ready to add them, right? So we will go onto the machine and we are going to select the design. I'm working on the amazing Baby Lock Solaris, and what I really like about this machine is that I actually can use a computer mouse and I can move onto the screen and easily select without touching my screen. You also have the option to work with your stylus, or you can tap with your finger, but who likes a dirty screen, right? So I'm going to go onto my USB, which I've uploaded my design. Now I just want to tell you this, that you can download your designs from the download below. It will be in 9 different embroidery formats. So whatever machine you are using, simply download your design, upload it on a USB, and you can transfer it to your machine. So I'm going to click on my flower dress and I'm going to click on set. Now I'm working in the 5x7 hoop, right? You can do it in the 5x7 hoop.
Hi again. It looks like the Wi-Fi gremlins are back at it again. I don't know what happened, but Zandra is no longer on the stream, so the video is not up. But I hope you got a little taste of what was going on. I'm so sorry that this is just not going the way that we planned today. This is I'm so sorry, you guys. But until she comes back in, do you guys have any questions? You guys want to do a Q&A? What do you guys want to do? I can see. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. I'm not sure what to do, but I think what I'll do is let's see. I can try and see if I can get her on. If not, we'll just go ahead and finish up and do some giveaways. But with Zandra, I'll just quickly talk about those little groups we'll be back in. Oh, Zandra will be back on in just a moment. Well, until she gets back on, make sure you guys are checking out the embroidery Beyond the Frame embroidery group that they've got going on, and then also check out the Surge Fun Club and the Hoop Fun Club if you are either into surging or into embroidery. It's so awesome, and Zandra is just so full of knowledge, and I think that is her. I think we've got her back and running. Zandra, are we good?
I'm good.
Listen, it's the Wi-Fi gremlins are just out today, so it's okay. We're gonna get through it though.
Sure, we just need to kind of like, I just want to put the video, from where we were last so they don't have to watch it all. So I'm just quickly going to see if I can do that. If we can just switch the...
Yes. So what I will do is, I believe we were about here, maybe round about here. There we go. I think that's where we were about. Looks familiar, right, and I think we're good.
Again, I'm not going to touch anything now.
Yes. No, that's how I am. I'm like, I'm not touching anything anymore. I can't.
Sure.
But let's go ahead and get back into the video, and we will be back behind the scenes, and we will chat in a bit with you guys. See you in a bit.
First, stitch out the bodice of our dress, and then we will go on to the fun part of stitching down our flowers. So I'm just going to go color by color and stitch my bodice, and then it's time for the fun part, adding the flowers. we are done with the bodice, and this is so pretty. You can also decide to add like metallic to like the clothing hanger if you like, or you can add some metallic if you want to resemble like an evening type of dress. So you can really play around with the colors matching your flowers. So now on the inside, the center part of the flower where we are going to stitch down our flowers, I decided to use a yellow. So I'm once again going to use a yellow for the design we are stitching. And you will see that the machine is each time going to stitch the little guideline. Let's quickly stitch the guideline so you can see the little circle. So for each flower, there will be 3 steps. It's going to stitch the little circle, which tells you you need to place your flower right in the center. Now, you might wonder, are you going to stitch one by one? Absolutely, because this is what's going to make it stress-free. Because if you're going to stitch down these flowers all at once, you will be a nervous wreck, because the one can go over the other. The secret for using bigger flowers also lie in this, that at times you might need to bend the flower and hold it to one side so that the second one can stitch. So you can see that we are going to stitch 4 rows. The first row starts with 3 flowers, and then it goes to the second row and there is 4 flowers. Row number 3 have 5, and then row number 4 do have 6. So in total, you will need 18 little flowers, 1 inch, no bigger than 2 inch, to use for your dress. So I'm going to use the 1 inch flowers that we've got available in packets, and they are 3 layers, right? And I just want to show you that most of these flowers do have an inside part that looks like plastic. Yours might look different than mine, but there is a center part of plastic that usually needs to be removed first. So all I'm going to do is I'll gently, you don't want to tear it, you can also cut it at the back side, but this one removes really easy. So you want to make sure that there is only petal layers that you are going to stitch down, right? You don't want any plastic parts, please, because make sure that there is no plastic parts inside when you're going to stitch it down. So this is how my flower will look ready to put down and put onto my dress. So I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can stitch down these little flowers with ease. I really like to put a pin right in the center just to help me to put it in right where it needs to be, like that, right? Now, there's one of 2 things that you can do. You can either taper down, which we are going to do with the first flower, and then I'm going to show you a move that I like to do on the embroidery machine that works really well. So you can take pieces of tape. I like the second method more because I'm already standing right next to the machine and it needs time to do this, right? Because you will have to go from one flower to the other one. So since you are already next to the machine, you can might as well save yourself the trouble from using the tape and go faster. What I don't like about the tape, to be honest, is that once you get a lot of flowers, it becomes difficult to hold them in place. But as we go, I will show you what I do, which I really like. But if you like the tape down method, just remember to remove your pin and we are ready to stitch. So I'm just going to place my hoop back into the machine, and my machine will now tack down my flower in the center. Step number 3 is going to stitch the satin detail in the middle. Now I'm going to remove the tape so that it's out of the embroidery area for my next flower. So you can see each flower we will go one by one and we will stitch them down. Each one have got 3 steps. First the guideline. You can now see that our first flower is stitched neatly into place, and it's time for me to take my second flower and do my placement. Right now you can see over here that you can once again taper down if you like, but what is important is that the center of your flower needs to be onto the center of your guideline, right, like that. But I want to show you, if I'm not going to taper down, how I'm going to use my favorite embroidery tools, which is my mermaid tool. And you know what? What is better than one mermaid tool? 2 mermaid tools. So I'm going to use double mermaid tools to help me to hold it down without taping it down, which for me is the fastest way to do it. So I'm just going to quickly get my angle correct and I'm going to show you. You can see that we've added a few flowers now, and these 1-inch ones slightly goes onto the other one. What is important is simply to make sure that nothing is inside of the embroidery area. Now you could tape it away if you like, or you can just simply take this fantastic tool and as it embroiders, make sure you make way for it to stitch down your flowers. So you can take your mermaid tool and you can hold it aside. The important thing is stitch the guideline, place the flower, tack it down, stitch the detail. There we are done with 18 flowers, all neatly stitched into place. Oh, I love this. You can play around with where you want, whatever colors you want to use. If you are making a card, you can also use paper flowers if you like to embroider this onto some cardstock, and it'll be very successful. Super easy, super fun. But let's go and look at a few creative ways that you can change some of the flowers, or you can make your own flowers to create this beautiful dress. Let's look at other ways that you can use flowers. So this is a store-bought flower. You can see it's a nice large one. This one will still work if you fold the top of the petals on top of each other when you're going to do it. But you can definitely take fabric paint. So you can take some fabric paint and you can paint it a color that you like. Like let's say you've got a white flower and now you need a specific color for your bridesmaids or something like that. You can definitely take some fabric paint. Some synthetic flowers you won't be able to successfully paint. But like this specific one that's almost made out of like a silk, you can paint it with fabric paint and you can have absolute great results. So that's just a tip when you want to change the color of your flowers. But one easy way for you to change the colors of your flowers is to actually create your own flowers. Now this is the ones we did use. We've got 1-inch and 2-inch ones available for you to purchase. I love it because they are 3 layers, absolutely beautiful. But you can also make your own flowers, right? Over here, I did stitch out the little dress, and you can see that I've got organza flowers. I think this is very pretty. You get organza in the most amazing colors. So if you decide you would like to make some of your own flowers, we've got a small set of flowers, organza flowers, available to purchase that you can create your own flowers. I will show them to you just now. But let's look at organza. Let's say you want to do a specific pink. Look at this beautiful color pink organza. You can do them in almost any color, right? And you will match your thread with the color. Look at this beautiful coral color. But now let me show you a fun thing. So this is an organza flower, but can you see that there is an amazing beautiful sheen on it, right? Let me show you this one, the one of the pink color, and I even got an orange one that's so shimmery. So this is an organza flower, but why is it so shimmery? Well, let me show you. You get organza that's called iridescent organza. Now I'm going to show you a few colors. Just look at this green, so beautiful. And I've got a beautiful purple color over here. These you won't easily find, but we stock them, and they are absolutely beautiful. 12 different colors, and you can make so many beautiful things. Look at this beautiful blue color. It's very interesting. This is almost like a goldish that shimmers, a green color. And then I've got a bright yellow over here in the iridescent organza, and I've got a softer lilac and a darker one, and then a beautiful purple, and this is an orange one. So can you see the iridescent organza that you can use? Well, let me just tell you something about the iridescent. If you are going to make your flowers, what you would like to do, you're not going to hoop 2 layers of the iridescent. The iridescent is a special organza, and you just want it for the shimmer on top. So what I do is I hoop ordinary organza at the bottom layer. I add the water solvay in between, and I just put my iridescent at the top so that I will have that beautiful shimmer on my flowers. Now, can you imagine if you are going to do a dress with these iridescent little flowers over here, and they're going to look so pretty, right? So you can make your own organza flowers. Let me show you the ones that we've got available in this set that you can stitch out. I like to make these beforehand and then have a ton of them. So basically there is 4 different sizes. I'm just going to pack them out like this so you can see. Actually it's 4 different ones in 2 different sizes. And where is the other one? No, I already got that one. Let me just see. I think it's a round one. Yes, I just want to quickly grab it over here. Now, there is the round one. Yes, it's this one. There we go. There we go. So you can see you've got 4 different designs in 2 different sizes. So you can even, what you can do is you can double it up. You can make it, and then you can just put this one on top, so you've got a double layer like with the other one. So it's really pretty if you start playing around with it. You want to make it like double flowers, but you've got the option to use like the smaller flowers over here, or if you feel you would like them to a little bit be more volumized, you can do the bigger flowers. So in this set is 4 different ones, 2 different sizes, and here you can see the variety that we did come up with once you start playing around with iridescent. Over here you can see the iridescent, so beautiful, so shimmery. And talking about shimmery, you can also add that extra sparkle to your organza flowers, right? At your nearest baby lock dealer, you can find this metallic glamour from Madeira. And when I open it up, you are just going to love what you see inside. Imagine this on flowers, right? Look at this gold colors. It's absolutely beautiful. And, you know, you can just add the little touch. Like you can make this in a metallic color, or you can add the details on here, or even just the center part to glam it up a little bit. So this is a fantastic set of metallic threads, right? The other wonderful metallic threads that you can find at your Baby Lock dealer, it's called the Glamour Smart Box, right? We've got 18 different colors of polyester, and it's a metallic thread. You even get a design CD for some of these designs. But the most important part when working with metallic threads is the needles, and they even add these needles a size 100/16, and you can work with this embroidery needles with your metallic to have great success. But look at these colors, right? This is glamour for sure. Look at these purples. I can see them inside of these beautiful dresses. Look at these gold colors. So this is just for fun, and how you can use metallic threads to zhuzh it up a little bit, right? And then obviously you are going to, when you are making your own flowers, your top thread will match the bobbin thread. One thing that's really handy that I really like is this bobbin saver, right? You can also find this at your local Baby Lock dealer, where you already wind up the color you want and then save it for later, so your bobbin thread will match the top thread then, and you can just put it in here and you can keep it. And if you need some extra bobbins, you can definitely find them at your local Baby Lock dealer, and you can wind them, put them in the bobbin saver, and you can easily make these flowers. So I can't wait to see how creative you are going to be. Maybe you've got some flowers, maybe you've got ones that you're going to make. Well, maybe you're going to make some organza flowers, or maybe you are going to use paper flowers. You can definitely make the most beautiful cards, make this as lingerie bags, do this onto a pillow, onto a t-shirt. You can do with this design whatever you like. I hope you really are going to enjoy this and have a lot of fun making this beautiful floral dress. All right, and that was making the beautiful flower dress. I know the creative juices are going like this right now. You are thinking about, I'm going to paint them. I'm going to use iridescent organza. Ooh, I've got this flowers, I've got that flowers. And I can tell you, you will not be walking into a store without looking, where can I find flowers? I've seen so many pretty ones of people saying they bought some at the dollar store, some got some at Michael's. Well, start looking for them. We also stock that 1-inch and 2-inch flowers, but you can use any flower you want that is suitable. Obviously, it needs to make sense. Now, I'll be happy to answer some questions, right? This is the type of education we are doing every month in Beyond the Frame. So you definitely want to make sure that you are joining us, right? So that you don't have to miss out on this incredible education. And we need you to tell everybody, well, hey, come on over to Beyond the Frame Embroidery and join us, because this is a lot of fun, right? Let's see if there's any questions that you would like to ask. One of the questions that my eye did catch is that people were saying, well, can you use a glue stick to add the flower? Definitely you can, but you want to make sure if it's more than one layer, right? Like, let's say it's 3 layers, that you are going to stick them all on top of each other. So don't just do the bottom layer, because the top ones might move. I just want to make sure that I'm seeing all of the comments over here, right? Ms. Lucilla is saying, I joined Beyond the Frame, but waiting till after the... Right, absolutely. Where do you buy the organza? Ms. Nilda, you can go over to the Embroidershoppe.com. You will find some product over there. If you were thinking, what is this turquoise tool that I'm playing around with? I'll tell you, if you are a machine embroiderer and you don't have this tool yet, your life did not start, right? This is the mermaid tool. This is why we call it the mermaid tool, because it's got a mermaid tail. This protects your fingers from getting under the needle. And if your needle should hit the mermaid tool, right, it goes into the silicone. It can't hurt your machine, which is great why you need this. someone can just paste the embroider shop over there and you can find these at the embroider shop. All right. Talking about organza, if you go onto the calendar of Beyond the Frame, next week, Saturday, on the 17th, we will be doing a webinar called the Ultimate Fabric Kit. If you want to learn all about organza, iridescent organza, some vinyl spandex fabrics, some gnome beards, and some fur, I'm doing an intense webinar next Saturday on the 17th. If you would like to join, it's absolutely free. We will be giving away 2 designs. One is a gnome with a beautiful beard and an otter and a fish. And we're going to have a lot of fun in that webinar. So you definitely need to go and check out that webinar, and you can register already and it will send out a reminder. Right, let's see if we've got more questions, right? Yeah, definitely. Miss Virginia is having Miss Jenny has got a great point over there. If you are thinking, well, I'll just grab myself a spatula at the dollar store, be my guest, because yours might not have a mermaid tail, right? If it's a hard spatula, I will not use it on the machine. This was specifically designed with the silicone, and there is a bendable part over here which gives it the mermaid tail. So this is a machine embroidery specific tool. Yes, it's in the shape of a spatula, but people that works with this will tell you it's not the same as one that you grab at the dollar store. It's this way for a reason. All right, great. I can't wait to see you in the webinars. Right, let's see if you've got any question for us about the little dress.
Yes, let's see. I'm back. Let's see if you have any questions. I will say, though, that mermaid tool, I know so many people who have ordered it and tried it, and it's now a staple in their sewing bag, and they do not leave the house without it. So take that with what you will.
Well, Kennedy, the great news is, though, that you can also use it in the kitchen. But I don't know a lot of sewing ladies that will take that advice, right? So,
I don't know
yes,
if they'll want to mix that.
you can use this in your cake bowl as well, right, ladies? But don't do that, because most of the sewers don't cook, right?
Exactly. I know a lot of people were commenting that they're signed up for your webinar coming up. I think the one next Saturday. So do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, absolutely. I would love to talk about that. So if they go over to, they can find it on the calendar for beyondtheframeembroidery.com. They can also find it on the webinar calendar at Embroider Shop. But on the 17th of September at 11 a.m. Central Time, so that'll be 9 for you people here in California, right? This is going to be a webinar where we will talk all about different fabrics. Now, we don't stock all types of things. If you need stabilizers, if you need great thread, if you need all kinds of stuff, you're going to find it at Kennedy and Sewing Machine Plus, right? But we do stock stuff that was specifically made for the embroider shop, like our Burnsy tool, like our spatula. And then we stock fabrics that other shops don't stock, right? Like iridescent organza. And we do have our own like furry types of fabric, because I can tell you one thing that people would tell you when I teach machine embroidery. I will push you into the material aisle that you will never be shopping there if it wasn't for the stuff I'm going to teach you, because we need to get people out of their comfort zone, right? Because that is where the creativity happens. That's where great things happen. So, but with all great things like with furry fabrics and organza, there's certain principles, how to combine it with what type of stabilizers, how to be successful. Sometimes something has a wrong needle, right? Or just a different bobbin thread that you are using with a specific fabric or something could be the key from disaster to successful, right? And this is what we are going to do this webinar, right? And I always tell people, right? People always look at me and say, well, Zandra, is everything you do successful? And then I'm like, nope, because I can tell you I could have everything lined up perfectly. And when I step from that machine, it can turn into disaster if with a few seconds. So I've learned certain things. Right? What I usually do is I take the disaster out for you. I let it happen to me so I can teach you how not to do it, right? So that is what I also like. And you will see in my teaching, like even beyond the frame, I will sometimes, Kennedy, tell them, well, hey guys, this is what happens if you do this versus this is what you need to do, because that's when it sticks, right? So just a very exciting little project that I can grab over here that I want to show you. This is a dress
Oh,
for tour. This is the type of projects that we do in the Hoop Fun Club. It's exclusive. It is, when you look at it, it's a challenge, but it's not a challenge because we will teach you exactly how to do it. It's just a lot of fun, the Hoop Fun Club, right? This is the type of
oh my
stuff that we do in
gosh.
Hoop Fun Club. Look, we need to do the Mexican lady, right? Look at the Mexican lady
Oh,
over
it's
there.
so gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
So much fun, right? So definitely if they want to join us next week, the 17th, the webinar is free. You don't have to buy the fabric kit, right? But the information will be something that you really want to learn how to do, right? So maybe you've got organza or you've got some furry fabrics, you just want to freshen up on how to use it. So there's no obligation. You don't have to buy a fabric kit. You don't have to buy anything. You can come. There's 2 designs that we're giving away for free, and you can just learn next week on the 17th.
That is so awesome, and especially because we have our Sew Festival coming up throughout the week, and it ends on the 16th, so if you
Oh,
learned from us and you wanna keep it going on Saturday. Come over and hang
absolutely.
out with Zandra, and it'll be so much fun, and like she was saying with the projects, you can sometimes you look at something and, "Oh, there's no way I can do that. There's no way, that's too hard," you know? But when you dissect it and figure out, the steps and everything, and when you have amazing instructors like yourself teaching everybody how to do it, it really makes it easy and more enjoyable, and it takes that stress off, like you were saying, which I think is so important and can bring a lot more people into embroidery because at first it's that like, I can't do that.
Absolutely. I have to tell you that, machine embroidery is not easy. People that tell you it's easy, it's not, right? It's intimidating, right? Because you've got this needle going at, some people will even put it at 600 stitches per minute. I'm one of the go slow people, right? I'm always going to
Yes.
let you slow down, right? I love to stitch it slow. But the thing is that, once you can teach people, I can tell you if they're going to go today and they're going to try this little dress and then they're going to try the little zipper pocket, by the third or the fourth project they're going to do, they are going to feel, I can do this, right? So if your machine has been sitting there for a while, I need you to go and dust it off. I don't want you to be afraid. Just do exactly what I'm going to show you, and you are going to be super successful. And I can tell you,
Yes.
we've had an amazing journey over the past 2.5 years. I mean, I was in the United States during lockdown, right? I mean,
Oh
imagine this, kid
gosh.
from another country just to go and sit in lockdown in another country. I had a 3-year fully planned or fully booked tour in the United States, and I went into lockdown 2.5 months since I landed. But
Oh my
today, it's the
gosh.
best thing that it could ever happen to me, because it did put me on this virtual journey where the Hoop Fun Club was born, where the Search Fun Club was born, and Beyond the Frame. And we are very, very proud of all of these clubs that we are going on. So we would really like to invite you, come on into Beyond the Frame, just connect, right? Because I don't think there's ever been a more important time in the world right now than people need to connect, right? So this is
Exactly.
fantastic community. So if you are alone or you feel worried, this is the place where we escape from the real world, right? We don't talk anything but beautiful fabrics, threads, and things we enjoy. We inspire each other. And I'm so proud to tell you, right, that all of these people, when you go over to the Facebook group, you will sometimes see people have got these tons of rules. And then people say, well, the group don't have all those rules. And I'm just saying, I don't know why, but all of these people that we connect with is the most amazing, kind
Yeah.
people. I never have to boot anybody off the group or say, well, hey, you need to go
Yeah.
now. So this is friendly territory. So become part of this. And really, it's all about connecting and enjoying a hobby, right? And like I said, if they are joining today and they feel, oh, why didn't I know about this from the 1st of June? You really don't have to worry about this, because all of the videos is in there and they can access it at any time. They can watch it. So if you had any technical difficulties today, just head over to Beyond the Frame, and watch it at your own pace, right?
That's awesome. Yeah, I was looking at the Beyond the Frame embroidery page on Facebook, and just to see what people were saying and what was going on. And there were so many people who were asking questions, and so many people were so quick to help out and answer and give the best advice that they could. And I think that is so important, especially with, like you were saying, with COVID and everything. There's been a lot of disconnect and a lot of, separation between a lot of people. And it's just so nice to have a community where you can just leave all the other stuff and focus on something that you love and relate to people that love the same thing as you. So it's so awesome, and I love that I was able to have you come on today and talk about it. So anything to
Thank
help
you
you
so
guys
much for
be a
having me.
positive space.
We will definitely be back with more stuff. We'll connect, Kennedy, and
Yes.
whenever we've got
Yes.
great stuff, I'll let you know about it. And
And
all of the
next time
fun.
we won't have technical difficulties.
Yes, we now know how to do the video from the.
Yes.
But
Yes.
thank you. I mean, it's the thing is, that's why I'm not even worried, right? Whenever something like that happens, because it happens. But
Yeah.
like I've told you, this friendly community of kind people, no one is going to get upset about it. They will just wait for us and we'll go right on. But thank you
Yes.
for all your patience and for all the
Of
new
course.
people that we have met today that have never seen me or know about it. And I'm sure there's a lot of the people that is here in the room today that if you did not know about Sewing Machine Plus, you definitely want to check out their online. I think they are one of the most amazing retailers. They sell a ton of stuff online, right? So definitely
We do.
want to ship something fast, go visit their website.
Yes. Well, thank you, Zandra. You are so amazing, and I hope everybody enjoyed. But I will go ahead and let you go. I know you've got a busy day, but I'm going to go ahead and do some giveaways. But thank you again so much for coming on, Zandra. You're the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Kennedy. Have a
Of
great day.
course. You too. Bye bye. All right, you guys. Isn't she amazing? I could listen to her talk all day long. But since we have just went and learned something today, let's finish it off strong with some giveaways today. And let's go ahead and see what giveaway we are going to do today. Let me get some music going. And again, thank you all so much for your patience with all those technical difficulties. You all are so incredible, and I'm so glad that we're able to come together and do these shows even if there are issues. But you guys are just great. So thankful. In the back of my head this entire time, I'm like, I love SMP Nation so much. But anyways, let's go ahead and get some music going. And let me get this little banner up and we will get into the giveaways. So let's go ahead and see. Our first giveaway, I want to go ahead and do a $100 gift card. So let me put that up on the screen. So it is going to be a $100 gift card. And if you saw any thread today, any hoops, anything like that you saw that you are interested in today, you will get a $100 gift card to go ahead and shop and get $100 off your order. And I do want to do a little disclaimer. We have been getting some messages about the SMP Live submissions. So if you submit a form into SMP Live, we get it immediately, and we do a show every single day. So we are catching up on some giveaways. But if you did win a giveaway and submitted the form, we got it. Don't worry. We're just getting everything ready and we're just doing a little catch up. So thank you for your patience. If you guys are still waiting on a giveaway, all of them should be going out by the rest of the week and getting all handled. So with that, let's go ahead and see who is going to win today's $100 gift card. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Donna Morgan, congratulations. You have just won a $100 gift card. So if you are interested and you want to claim your prize, go ahead and head to smplive.tv. Just type that into your web browser, smplive.tv, and it will take you to a form that you can fill out, and that just provides your address and contact, and we will go ahead and get you that gift card. And I believe those go through email, so we should be getting that to you soon. So let's move on. And the next thing I want to go ahead and give away today is going to be You know them, you love them. It's our iconic sew mats. We have tons of different colors and styles. So if you've got a theme, maybe to your sewing space and you want to match it all, we've got tons of different options for you. Or if you want to match it to your brand, we've got Brother Blue, Baby Lock Gold, Bernina Red, Janome Red. We've got all the different colors. So let's see who is going to win a brand new sew mat. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Dorothy Belcher, congratulations. You have just won a brand new sew mat. So go ahead and head to SMPLive.tv as well. Fill out that form and pick out what size and what color you want. So if you have a large machine, say you have a Luminaire or a Solaris, definitely go for the extra large. If you've got smaller machines, you can fit it depending on how much space you want with that mat. I also use it as a pin cushion, so you can use it for so many different options, so many different things. It's great. So our next giveaway. Now let me ask you guys. I want to ask you really quick. What would you like me to give away next? We have option number 1, which is pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. Or we have option number 2, which is also great. Both of them are great, but I want you to have the choice. I want you to pick. So we've got 1 or 2. So put a 1 in the chat if you want to do option 1, or put a 2 in the chat if you want to do option 2. Okay, right away I'm seeing 2s. So, oh, now we got a lot of 1s. Let's see. I'm seeing 1s. So we're going to go with 1 today. So that is going to be a brand new Singer 3323S sewing machine. And I know we were talking a lot about embroidery today, but this is such a great machine to use, say if you're putting pieces of embroidered projects together, getting all that done, and if you need something just to finish seams or anything like that, this is a perfect machine. Also, it's small and it's compact, and you can take it when you're traveling. You can, if you've got grandkids, that's a great machine to get them started on sewing, to keep it in the family, keep it in the generations. But let me put this back on the screen and we will see who is going to win this machine today. And if you win this machine today, like I said, go to smplive.tv to claim your prize, fill out the form, and we will take care of the rest. Cindy Farnham, congratulations. You have just won a brand new Singer 3323S sewing machine. So smplive.tv, fill out the form, and we will go ahead and take out the rest, and we will get it to your doorstep. All right, you guys, let's see. I think I'm going to do one more giveaway today, but it's going to be from my magical merch box down here. So let's see. Just because we had so many issues today. Or let me move this up to the side. We had so many issues today. I thought let's do a couple more giveaways just so we can really have fun here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these tote bags. So say if you're doing classes, if you're traveling, if you're going out on the town, whatever your situation may be, this is an adorable little tote bag that we have from our merch website. It says, "Sewing is my therapy." It is adorable. It's actually really big. Like, I don't know if you can see for reference, but it's really a nice size that you can put notions in. You can even throw some stabilizer in there if you're going to a class. It's a great bag. You can just throw everything in there. So I will fold this up and let's see who is going to win. And I feel like I didn't realize this about myself, but I have an unnecessary amount of bags. Just stumbled upon all these bags, like all of the SMP. If you've seen the bag of bags, I have a ton of those, and they pop up all over my house. So if you guys can relate to having a million bags, then we're one and the same. All right, so let's go ahead and see who is gonna win this little bag. Christy said, "Never too many bags." You really can't. You can't. The limits are endless. Alice Brown, congratulations. Just go ahead and head to smplive.tv to claim your new bag, and we will take care of the rest and get it all out to you. All right, I'll put this right over here, so when you submit it, we will get it right out, shipped to you. All right, you guys. So that is going to be all for today, but, oh, I saw a funny comment. I gotta pause. Mimi Orr said, "We are all bag ladies." Listen, I wear it with pride. I love bags. It's so awesome, and especially with that one. It's so adorable. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching today's show. I know with all of the technical problems and you guys are still here, you guys are the best. I will never stop saying that, but thank you so much for watching today, and make sure you guys tune in for tomorrow's show, which is SMP Live with Blaine, and we're going to be doing tons of fun things. We've got the Baby Lock Tech recap video. We've got the behind the scenes of SewFest, getting ready because we are busy getting ready for that. And we also are having our thread series still going on with Wonderfill on Friday. So make sure you tune in for that every day at 10 a.m. PST. You know where to go. Make sure you guys are signing up for emails and staying in the know with all things SMP. And also with Zandra, you saw all of her amazing things that she's got going on. Make sure you check out the Beyond the Frame Embroidery.com, Hoop Fun. I'm just going to say all the websites you can know and type them all. But hoopfunclub.com, surgefunclub.com, and Beyond the Frame Embroidery.com, and then embroidershop.com. Of course, the embroidershop.com. So many great things with Zandra, and she is so full of knowledge and just fantastic when it comes to embroidery. So if you are looking for a new virtual mentor to help you get more comfortable, more confident with embroidery, definitely check out all the things that she has going on. She's awesome. But out of all that, I think that is going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and get back to work over here. But again, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Stay safe, stay cool. And I don't know if there's any cold storms going on, but stay warm if you're cold over on the other parts of the country. But I know in San Diego, at least, it is burning up. So I'm going to go stay cool over here. Everybody stay safe and have an awesome rest of your day. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.